Hey everyone, welcome back to my latest trapping video. This will be a follow-up video on yesterday's glitch video. We'll go over the reports, actually watch the actual battles so you can see what was going on and why I believe it's some sort of glitch. If it's not like a glitch, there's something going on with the tier 2 and tier 1, some sort of interaction that's causing you to do less damage if you have the tier 2 and the tier 1 together, or it might just be a tier 2 range glitch. I'm not 100% sure because I didn't get to test it with the tier 3 glitch, or yeah, there's the tier 3 glitch but the tier 4 as well, so that's for rally traps, but this might be similar to that, so we'll have to look at that and see what's going on. But this is the first attack here. This was the 374,000 tier 4 range, or tier 4 infantry with a bunch of fodder stuff, so 8 range, 8 cav. He's just layering his attack like he would normally hit someone. He had the 2.5 million tier 2 sharpshooters in this one, and he lost 342,000 in his front line and 350,000 in his back line. Next attack, this next one will be the same attack from Sugarbane, exact same stats, exact same comp. The only difference is in the first attack here, he did have a wall. Second attack, he did not have a wall. Well, that's not the only difference. The other difference is he dismissed 2.5 million sharpshooters. If you haven't seen yesterday's video, you can go rewatch that, and you'll see everything about that. But yes, he only lost 282,000 after he dismissed 2.5 million tier 2 troops. So there's something going on there. He shouldn't be taking less damage with less troops. It doesn't make any sense. He still took the exact same from the familiars in his backline, so it's not a familiar thing. There's some sort of glitch going on between the tier 1 and tier 2. So jumping into the video here, this will be the first clip here. This is the one where he had 13.6 million troops. He had a wall. As you can see here, he's going to take out all the guy's cav before the guy even breaks the wall. He's already taken out his range, and his siege will actually start attacking his siege. You can watch that. His siege is actually attacking the other guy's siege. So all that's going to be left is the infantry. So this should be super easy. This is honestly perfect case scenario. You can see all the familiars are going off. Buffing his attack, attacking his backline, all that stuff. Nothing is really you can't really see anything wrong with this at all, and you'll see it's the exact same in the next one, but we'll actually go through this whole thing. You can see he's buffing up his front line now. The morale is at 1%, but you gotta remember, morale does not mean anything in this game. People always oh, the morale is dropping. Yeah, who cares about morale? Morale doesn't mean anything. It's just basically telling you who's going to win the battle at the end. If his morale drops to 0, which would only happen if he doesn't cap the guy's leader, because he sent 375,000, so as soon as the other guy does more than 375,000 damage, morale drops to 1%. So he is getting the buffs up right now. As you can see, there's nothing really wrong, except it's just taking quite a long time. The guy has so many troops, it should not be taking this long. So the guy does end up capping his leader, like you saw in the reports, but it took a long time to do so, and he took more damage than he did in the second one. Yeah, so taking a look at the next report here, this is the one where he actually lost less, or he dismissed his 2.5 million tier 2 range during this attack. He took less damage. He didn't have a wall. Look, the wall is totally destroyed, so he's not able to kill the squads before the attack starts, so he's wasting attacks on the front squads here. So that's actually damage he's wasting on his attack. So he's actually should be doing more, less damage in this attack. You'll see that he actually does more damage, even though he deleted his tier 2 range. Yeah, that's 2.5 million tier 2 range too, so that's an insane amount of troops to actually lose. You can see the familiars are all going off the same familiars and all that, so that's not changing. The only thing that's changing is he's doing more damage to them than he was in the previous clip. And even at the end here, you'll see that he actually, because of the wall and how the attacks are going, he took out the guy's backline range, and then his siege decided to start attacking the front line instead of attacking the siege. So what's going to happen at the end is he actually have to go walk all the way and attack the siege. But even with all that, he was able still to cap the guy because he had so much more time than he would have had in the first attack because he took everything out so much faster. So let's say if this had happened in the first clip, he might have not actually capped Sugarbane. He might have actually lost if the interaction between the siege didn't happen as it did now. I think this was just luck of the timing, how the wall was coming down and all that. So anyway, so he was able to cap that. So we're going to take a look at one more clip here. This is not Bane. This is someone else he tried to cap before. This is WGG Kayla. They are not a mythic champ like Bane, so they have worse stats than Bane does. They do have good stats. It's mythic, but they only have 4 familiars on this. But as you can see, this time the siege did not actually attack their siege. So what you're going to see after this is that he was unable to actually cap Kayla with this 3.5 million troop comp just because the siege didn't actually attack the other siege. But you can see when he actually deleted the 2.5 million troops on Bane, he was still able to cap it even though the siege didn't hit the back and he had to run all the way back there just because he was doing so much more damage. So the glitch that's going on here is for some reason the tier 1, tier 2 range are not working well together. So if you guys have a comp like that, get rid of it. Another thing, I'm not sure if it's the tier 2 range that's a problem or it's the fact that it's interacting with the tier 1 range and making them both weaker, but we know for sure that tier 1 range by itself is good because we saw that in the last clip, and that's obviously the comp that I use for myself. The only issue obviously is those familiars that attack your backline and doing like 350,000 damage. But you can see there, he wasn't able to actually get to the backline there, so he was unable to cap the person because of that. Yeah, he only had, what was it? These were the familiars, yeah. So he only had 4 familiars, so it is not like the max familiars or anything like that. These familiars are not even maxed at that. He only had 4 of them. He had worse gear than Bane, but because of that, he was still unable to cap it, even though when he hit Bane, he was able to cap Bane very easily because he was just doing more damage. For some reason, like I said, the tier 2 and the tier 1 do not work well together, and there's some sort of interaction that's causing you to do less damage. So I'm not sure what it is. It's obviously some sort of glitch that's going on between the 2 troops. I don't think it's intended, but it might be, but I'm not sure the exact reason. I've heard it's because the attack damage gets split between the 2 squads or something like that, or the 2 types of troops, but I'm not 100% sure. That's what happens with rally traps too. That's why tier 3 is horrible in rally traps. That's why you should just go strict tier 2, tier 4. So I'm not sure if it's the tier 2 range or that it's the interaction between the tier 1 and the tier 2. There's something going on here that's got to be fixed, I think. Or you got to at least avoid it with your build. Because I'm not sure if they'll actually fix it or not. But I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Taking a couple hits from Sugarbane. This is a setup thing. He wanted to actually test it out and see what was going on here. Because what he's going to do is actually take the first hit from Sugarbane with his current comp, the one that I showed you, the 6.5 million range and the 2 million or 2.5 million tier 2 archers. He's going to first take that hit. We'll see the results here, and then we will come back after he's actually dismissed those troops. So 2.5 million I think he's going to dismiss 2.5 million tier 2 he's going to dismiss after this. And we'll see if there's any difference, if it does any better or anything like that. He was able to cap it actually on this, so I don't know what's going on, because he wasn't able to cap someone who had worse stats than Sugarbane, because Sugarbane obviously has amazing stats. Sugarbane is like full mythic champ and stuff like that. So yeah, you can see he was able to cap it. 92,000 lost there, so 692,000 losses. He's going to use the same familiars, same setup, same attack both times. So we'll see the difference here. So this is the one where he still has the 2.5 million tier 2 range there. You can see he was able to cap it, had 692,000 losses on that. And now what he's going to do is actually dismiss all 2.5 million tier 2 range here. And now he's gone down 2.5 million troops, 2.5 million tier 2 troops. He's got less than he had right before this. So this is actually crazy. We were talking to about this beforehand, and he told me he was going to do this. I told him to videotape this because this is really interesting. I wanted to see the interaction here because I've actually seen some other people have some problems with this as well, and I couldn't figure out what was going on, really, because, I mean, it doesn't make sense if you have more troops. So he's going to sit in another attack here. He's speeding up. Same attack, so same difference, same familiars, all that. And well, actually, he was able to cap it again. Even after dismissing the 2.5 million troops, he was able to cap it. And we'll actually take a look at actually what he lost and all that, and look at the difference there. So he's going to heal up first, obviously. And we'll take a look here. So he actually lost, what was that, 60,000 less troops after dismissing 2.5 million troops. And they're 2.5 million tier 2 troops, keep in mind. So tier 2 troops are supposed to be twice as strong as tier 1. But for some reason, when you dismiss all your tier 2, you actually do more damage than you would if you actually had them in your army. So also, don't forget to join one of our monster hunting buses. These are some older posters, but the admins are in the link down below. Lou is the main admin right now, so if you want to add Lou2567, add him online, send him a message, ask him to add you to the monster hunting buses. He'll be sure to get you in there. That way you can start hunting monsters, get better gear, get speed ups and gems and all that stuff. That's how I get a lot of my stuff from my traps and stuff. I go to the monster hunting buses, get all the supplies, because like I said, I'm free to play, hard to get stuff. So these monster hunting buses are a great way to use your extra energy, get hundreds of gifts, usually 300-400 gifts each. A lot of them are tier 2 plus, so you're getting a lot of good stuff. People hunt legendaries and stuff like that, so you have a chance to get legendary drops and stuff like that. So hope you guys, or I hope to see you guys in the next monster hunting bus. That's the first one. The admins are down below, and the second one is this one. There's two. One is what's it called? What is it called? 7 p.m. AEST. I'm not sure what time. That's like 3 a.m. my time. And then this is 11 a.m. EST, which is like 8 a.m. my time. So you can do the conversions yourself, but I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys in the next one.